Greetings, Guardians of Dominion, Zeus here with Chapter 5 of the Electra Event. This part of the event changes everything: new shop rotations, tougher enemies, and a critical turning point that decides whether you cruise through or get stuck hard. Today I'm breaking down the battles, the traps, and the key hero choices that can save your entire run. Including one move most players won't see coming. Stay with me, you'll want every advantage for what's ahead. To unlock Chapter 5, you'll first need to upgrade the Amulet of Battle from level 10 to level 15. That jump costs 160 energy, and once it's done, the next phase of the journey opens up. Moving into the development shop, this time the only hero available is Electra. My first purchase was the Arachne Folio card pack. After refreshing the shop, I grabbed the Lilith Augustus pack. One more refresh brought up 2 more packs, another Arachne Folio and another Lilith Augustus. But since I didn't have enough stall coins to buy both, I picked up the Arachne Folio and pinned the remaining packs for later. With that done, I headed into the battle. As always, the very first fight of the chapter is simple and straightforward. I cleared it without any trouble and earned 40 stall coins. Back to the development shop to prepare for the second battle. This time, I bought the previously pinned Arachne Folio pack, and then I jumped straight into the next fight. The enemy lineup was Corvus, Tristan, Alvana, Morrigan, and Sebastian. The fight went smoothly, fast, clean, and without losing a single hero. Another 40 stall coins added to the pool. Returning once again to the hero stall, I picked up the previously pinned Lilith Augustus pack. After refreshing the shop, another Arachne Folio appeared along with an Electra card and a single Folio card. I only had enough coins to buy Electra, so I purchased her and pinned the other cards for later. Then it was time for the next battle. The enemy team was Astaroth, Kayla, Kai, Orion, and Aiden, and this one was a completely different story. I wiped out the team quickly, but Kai's resistance was incredibly high. In fact, Kai managed to take out my entire squad except Arachne. Luckily, Arachne's constant stuns kept him locked down long enough for her to clutch the win. This is one of the hardest fights in Chapter 5, and winning it rewarded me with 60 stall coins. Back to the development shop again. I bought the pinned Arachne Folio pack, then 2 more Folio cards. At this point, Folio was only 1 card away from being maxed. After another refresh I saw an Electra card appear, but I didn't have enough stall coins yet, so I pinned it for the next visit and continued to the next battle. This enemy team consisted of Juri, Maya, Astrid, and Lucas, Dark Star, and Lian. I took down the entire lineup, but Lian's charm slowed everything down and dragged out the final moments of the fight. I ended up losing only Electra, and earned another 60 stall coins. Back in the development shop, I bought the pinned Electra card, then noticed another Electra card available. I bought that too. After a few refreshes, 2 more Electra cards showed up, so I grabbed both. Electra was now 1 card away from maxing out. I refreshed the shop again, but since I didn't have enough stall coins left, I moved on to the next fight. This time, the enemies were Astaroth, Krista, Jorgen, Lars, and Martha. The battle went perfectly, I wiped them out without losing a single hero, and earned 90 stall coins. Once more into the shop. I found a Lilith Augustus pack, both heroes still underdeveloped on my team, so I picked it up. After refreshing, the final Electra card appeared, and I bought it, officially maxing her out. Another refresh showed an Augustus card, so I bought that as well. Then I noticed Arachne and Folio cards and purchased them too, finally maxing out my Folio. With all my coins spent, I moved into the next battle, which ended quickly and cleanly, earning 90 more stall coins. Returning to the development shop, I immediately bought Cascade because I saw the upcoming enemy team included Rufus, and my entire lineup is magic based. Without Cascade, this would have been impossible, since Rufus cannot be killed by magic damage. I bought Lilith and Augustus as well, refreshed the shop several times, and when nothing else useful appeared, I went into the next fight. The enemy team was Rufus, Lyria, Dante, Isaac, and Sebastian. I swapped Lilith out for Cascade specifically for this battle. Unfortunately, Isaac's damage output was too high and overwhelmed my team. I lost a life in this fight, but still earned 90 stall coins. With those coins, I returned to the shop to strengthen my lineup. I bought 2 Cascade cards, then Chorus, Merlin, and Mara. After another refresh, Biscuit appeared, exactly what I needed. Biscuit paired with Augustus allows me to drop Sebastian's shield, converting my damage to pure damage, which prevents Isaac from gaining additional energy boosts. With that key setup, I went back into the fight, and as predicted, this time I secured a clean victory and earned another 90 stall coins. Back to the development shop again. I exchanged 1 unused life for 90 more stall coins. I bought 2 Lilith cards, refreshed the shop, and grabbed an Arachne card. Another refresh showed Axel, so I bought the pet. A few more refreshes brought up 2 more Arachne cards, I bought those, and then Oliver, which finally maxed out my Arachne. I kept refreshing until the Lilith Augustus pack appeared once more, bought it, and now Lilith was maxed too. Augustus needed only 1 more card. After several more refreshes, I was ready for battle. Here is the final team composition I used. Electra with Oliver. Arachne with Mara. Cascade with Merlin. Folio with Chorus. Augustus with Biscuit. And Chorus as the team pet. Now, many players might wonder why I didn't use Lilith in the final fight. The reason is simple, most players jump straight to the end of the video to copy the final team and then rush into the last 2 battles. If they see Lilith there, they might attempt the Rufus fight with her and fail instantly because Rufus cannot be defeated without Cascade. I used Cascade intentionally to show that you can clear both the Rufus battle and the boss battle safely with Cascade in the lineup, guaranteeing that no one gets stuck or loses progress. So yes, you can use Lilith at the end, but the Rufus fight absolutely requires Cascade, and that's why this version of the final team is the safest path for everyone. And that's Chapter 5 wrapped. You've seen the shop path, the toughest fights, and why Cascade is the key to surviving the Rufus battle. With the right upgrades and timing, this chapter becomes smooth and fully under your control. Now tell me, how did your run go? Did you use the same team or find a different approach? Drop your experience in the comments, so we can all learn from each other. If this video helped you push through, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next strategy. Stay sharp, stay prepared, victory in Dominion belongs to those who plan ahead. Salute and friendship.